Hey guys, it's Abby from Knife Fork Spoon, and today our topic is kitchen. Today our topic is knife progression. So what I'm going to discuss is how you take and become comfortable and have your child become comfortable with cutting implements. We'll be discussing 4 different cutting implements. The girls will be demonstrating each of them, and my kids use the variety depending on the circumstances. So they've used everything from sharp knives to the crinkle cutter. And it's really up to you to work with your child and understand, where are they comfortable? Where are you comfortable? How does the whole thing work? And it doesn't matter what age they are or where they are in this progression. It's really about, let's not mess with that, please. It's really about making sure that they are safe and you are comfortable. So we're going to discuss the first step, and this is the crinkle cutter. So this is a very simple tool. It's crinkly. It has a nice sturdy handle. Charlotte will shortly demonstrate for us how you can use it. If you go to my website, you can get a link on Amazon, 2 for $10. And all the kids need to do is hold this nice chunky handle and then cut with it. So this is step number 1. Even if you have a 10-year-old, this is something that's great that they can get used to and knowing what it feels like to cut. Step number 2 are nylon knives. We have 2. And this one is like what the REI camping stores sell for reusable cutlery. And then this one is actually a nylon lettuce knife. And they are both fairly sturdy. And they are both not very sharp, but they cut. So this is when your child has mastered the art of crinkle cutting and you're ready for them to start the cutting motion and getting used to holding a knife. These are the 2 that I would recommend. Well, just a nylon knife in general. You can get ones that are specific for children, and I have found the reviews on them are not that great and that they are kind of expensive. So I think this was like a $2 Walmart purchase, and this was probably a $2 REI purchase. So nylon knife is step number 2. Charlotte will also be demonstrating that for us. Step number 3, once you feel the child is comfortable and has mastered holding a knife and manipulating their body, and it is time to get them their own little knife. And this knife is not super sharp, but it's not dull either, because dull knives can hurt you. So this is a not so sharp knife, but it's great for the kids to start to learn what a real knife feels like. When they get to this, we'll have a whole separate discussion about knife safety. And oh, there's Barbie coming to visit us. Please step Elsa out of the way so people can see. Charlotte, please step Elsa out of the way. Thank you. The big thing as the kids are starting to use a knife is that they need to use the claw. So when they're cutting something, they want their fingers. Please stop, Elsa. I can't hear. Other people can't hear Elsa if you're talking. So you want to use the claw. So if you're cutting, there's nothing to snip off. So you are using it against your knuckles like that. And the kids will show you that. Elsa, please step away from the camera. Elsa, please step away. So this is the next step, is a knife that is not too sharp, but a little bit sharp, so they can get used to the technique using the claw. And then once they've mastered that, so it was about a week ago that I felt like the girls were doing really well with this. And I thought, oh my gosh, it's time to move them up to the real knives. So this is one of the knives. This is a commercial grade knife. It is sharp. It is amazing. And I'm not going to run my finger across it because it will hurt. They are using these. I am comfortable with them using them. I also know that we have behavior that's a little bit rammy. They don't get these. We sometimes go back to this. So it is all about judging in the moment where your child is, where you are, and what your comfort level is, so you guys are having a great outcome. Celeste is now... Charlotte, are you going to do the crinkle cutter? Yeah. Charlotte is now going to demonstrate the crinkle cutter for us, and she'll move on to the nylon knives. So they're going to prepare snack here.
Prepare snack.
Hey, Elsa, come prepare snack.
Yay!
Elsa, please come prepare snack. Show everyone what you're going to do with the crinkle cutter. I'll move her over here for safety. Okay, so Charlotte has 2 strawberries, a banana, 2 carrots, a cucumber, and an apple that she's going to get ready for snack. So go ahead and show everyone how you use the crinkle cutter. No, thank you.
Strawberry.
Would you like to put those on your plate? Okay, now grab a piece of cheese. Show us how you use the crinkle cutter to cut the cheese.
Cheese. Strawberry cheese.
That's okay.
I'm not gonna eat the cheese. Cheese, 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 cheese. Baby, baby.
Okay, show us how you use the crinkle cutter to cut a banana.
Banana is easy.
Okay, show us. No, is that the right way to do it? You use things on the cutting board. Oh, that's what you're doing. You're slitting the skin. Okay.
It's very easy. You don't know when to hear.
That's okay.
You don't know when to
How about you cut 2 carrots now? Oh, you're not done with the banana? Okay. Okay, now show us how you cut your carrots.
How easy.
So you'll see that with the carrots, I actually sliced them in half so they wouldn't roll, so it gave the kids a more stable surface for safety.
That's a crunchy carrot.
Mm-hmm. It is a crunchy carrot.
Easter bunny carrot.
An Easter bunny carrot. Would you like to do another carrot or do the cucumber now? So you'll see I did not slice the cucumber in half, and I chose that because the cucumber is a much softer vegetable, so it doesn't have the tendency to roll as easily. Would you like to cut an apple?
Only.
Yep, you can cut the core out, or I can help you with that. Let's roll it over. No, thank you. That's not the safe way to do it.
Just put on the core.
Good job.
And then the core's free. Here. Core. Now, you do it on the back. So
I'm happy to help you.
I want to cut the back off.
You want me to cut the back off? Okay.
First, I need to cut it.
Okay. Okay, would you like me to cut the core off for you? Okay. So one of the things to know with the crinkle cutter is it does require a little bit of muscle, but the chunky handle makes it really easy for the kids to do that.
A chunky handle. Why do you call it chunky?
Because it's chunky. It's got a good place to hold on to it.
But it's not chunky. If we had to hold on to here, that would be hard.
That would be hard. That's why it has a nice wooden grip.
Could be the face.
Okay. Are you going to go eat your snack now?
Where did you get the green apple from?
Are you going to go eat your snack? Okay.
Now my turn.
Since Charlotte's going to eat her snack, hold on for a second, Celeste. I will just show you real quickly how these knives differ with the different vegetables and stuff. So this is not nearly as strong and as stiff like we talked about. So you'll see that it does an easy job with strawberries. It also will do a pretty good job with cheese. From a banana perspective, the kids will get to practice that great sawing motion if they leave the peel on. You may find, let's get a thicker carrot, you may find that they have a little bit more, see it's kind of floppy, a little bit more challenge with the harder vegetables. So as you're using this progression, be familiar with how the tool works and maybe practice it yourself a little bit, because this is a great way to introduce frustration, and we both know that frustration is the last thing we want. And you may also find that with the apple, it actually did better than I expected. So know that this tool is great for 85% of the vegetables, but you may have to assist the kids with a real knife as they're doing some of the harder ones. And that goes the same thing. I'm going to put Celeste right on the big knife because I can tell the kids are hungry, so we want to get some snack into them. That goes for the exact same thing with this knife. It's going to cut fairly well, but you can see that it's not super sharp. So no thank you. So this might be something that needs a little bit of help with them. So it is now Celeste's turn. She is going to demonstrate for you the knife. Elsa does not need to come back. Please leave so everyone can watch Celeste do some cutting. Celeste is going to demonstrate for you the claw. So she does this very well. Make sure that her fingers don't get near the cutting area. So I'll clear your space off.
Ooh, I love food.
And you, Celeste, may go ahead and get started. Go ahead and put your food. A seed. Okay, Elsa, step off to the side, please. And go ahead and grab what you want for snack and show us how you use the claw. Oh, ew. Apparently my strawberries got rejected. Watch out, Shari, you're moving the table.
I'll just touch it for now. Touch. What the Elsa does. Touch.
Elsa's helping Charlotte pick out her snack.
What? 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 I'm full of guesses. I still want one more apple. Look what else it can do. What else it can do?
I see that she's balancing on one arm.
And one foot.
And one foot. Amazing yoga moves.
It's not yoga, really.
Elsa, please stay off the cutting board for safety. I'm happy to take
Downward
it.
dog. I know which one's downward dog. Downward dog. Okay, you forgot to pick. Touch.
It might be easier and safer, Celeste, to lay it on the flat side so it's not wobbly.
She doesn't like him.
There you go. You did it.
No!
And now cut it from the top. Nope. Straight down. We want to use the knife up and down. Just cut his nose off. Now use the knife up and down. That's not a safe way to use the knife. Please listen to my words. There you go. That's what I was talking about.
What did you say? I love strawberry. No.
Elsa, please step out of the way so we can see what Celeste is doing.
Sissy headband.
Elsa, please step out of the way.
Okay, mommy. Elsa.
Thank you, Elsa. Okay, now what are you going to cut?
Wait, you want cheese bar? How much strawberries does she have?
She has 2 strawberries, just like you.
No, she has 3.
No.
2? Woo!
Elsa, please stay off the cutting board. Okay, what's next?
Cheese. Yo, cheesy.
Remember the claw. Keep your fingers out of the way. There you
Why
go.
is Sissy having cheese?
Let's put the knife down.
She never listens.
There you go. That's much better.
Sissy can't have cheese, remember?
She can still cut the cheese.
But she can't eat it.
She's going to not.
My
eat it.
sissy's allergic to cheese. I'm not allergic to it. Of course you are.
Okay, what's next?
Yeah, I don't eat that one.
Okay, that's fine.
Bye.
Bye, Elsa.
I ran away.
What's that?
I ran away.
A runaway.
I ran
Good
away.
job.
Which side's the best?
An
Apple
apple last. Oh, banana.
I forgot about banana.
Nice, gentle technique.
Elsie has my seat. This one's so easy.
Still use good technique. Make sure you're still using the claw so you're not going to hurt yourself.
And
Stand your fingers up a little more. There you go.
and we go party. Elsie needs to go party. First, open up her dress. Elsie looks like no. That's Elsie a cow.
Whoops, fix the grip on your hand.
She's
There you
a
go.
cow farm. Look. This one. Can you help me put the bananas on my stuff? And then I'll do an apple. Then go around. I don't think I want to.
You don't want to
Hello, cheese.
Okay.
Food.
We'll go ahead and take your snack over to the table then, ladies, including Elsa. So that was it, guys. You just saw the knife progression, how you introduce the cutting idea, a crinkle cutter, and then as the child becomes more comfortable, you use the nylon knives. And my kids skipped this step. I was very comfortable with them not using these. It's up to you. And I have some knockers. Hey, ladies, please be quiet. Oops, we're moving the table. And so it's really up to you to determine whether or not this is something your child needs. We then moved on. Please stop knocking on the table. It needs to be quiet so people can hear my voice. So we then moved on to the not so sharp knife, and my kids used these for quite a while, probably a good year and a half or so before we graduated about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, to the very sharp knife. So this progression is up to you and your child's comfort. I would recommend having a discussion with them. I always ask the kids before we start, are you comfortable cutting whatever with whatever implement I've given you? And sometimes they've said no, and I'll either give them something different. The go-to, if they aren't comfortable, is always the crinkle cutter, or I'll do it for them. And that's totally the best way to do, is have that open discussion. Let them have input in what's happening with their cutting, and if they get fed up, they can leave. It's no biggie. So that was it today, guys. We talked about cutting progression. In the next week or two, we'll be talking about actual knife safety and the different ways that you can use this tool very safely for a child. I would say that, you know, my girls were 4 and a half when they started using this knife. So it's just a matter of helping them understand how to do it. With that, we are going to sign off. I so appreciate you all joining me today. I'll get this video up onto my blog and put some more text with it so you can see. And I hope, whoopsie, please step your head down. We love being at home all the time. Please step your head down. So with that, we are out of here, folks. I will see you. Put your head down. I need to tell them something about tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow for suet, making suet. If you save all of your grease, have it defrosted in room temperature, because that is what we're doing tomorrow. We're feeding the birds. Could be your chickens or it could be the neighborhood birds. It's going to be a lot of fun. Have a great evening.
Now,
Go ahead and turn it off.